Ladies and gentlemen, the usual technical issues are starting as always. Oh my goodness. I know you guys are struggling to hear me a little bit. My apologies. I have a few technical issues in regards to the video playout tonight, which is a bit of a pain. But hopefully you can all see me here. Well, hear me anyway. Let's see if the camera works, shall we? Or if it's going to be quiet. No, the camera's not going to work, is it? Typical. Right, okay. It looks like it's just audio only at the moment, but I'm not the only one in audio only. Are you there, Fraser? Hello? Oh. Well, this is going to be the greatest Streamstructor in the world, isn't it? Nobody's hearing me.
I'm only teasing. I'm here. I'm only winding you up.
I was about to say you. I thought I better not. Yeah, how you doing, sir?
Here. Well, we had a bit of a preamble beforehand. I'm as good as a man can be in my current situation. But yeah, there's an Arthur on his way.
There is an Arthur on his way, and we have a Lynn already. As always, our loyal viewer is here.
Yeah, I wonder if Robert's going to show up at any point.
Robert may. Robert might not. Robert really enjoyed the Silver Nemesis review we did. I don't know if you saw the comment.
Good. No, I don't read comments. I'm not a sadist.
All
I
right,
don't.
fair enough.
I don't believe in the concept of comments.
Okay. It's not that bad, is it?
No. Hey, Lynn can hear me. Marvelous. That's one less problem you have.
Yeah, that's one less problem we've got. Yeah, absolutely. That always helps. And I might just have video again. Hold on a second. Am I backwards or am I forwards? No, I'm backwards. I need to mirror that. I'm
You're,
trying new
you're,
software this week, or this month
you
rather.
you
So
are very backwards. So
yeah, well we know that. After nearly a year of you doing these things, you know how backwards I am. Right, okay.
I keep forgetting I've got actual food in my flat now. So I went for a shop yesterday, my first big food shop. And for like the last few days, I've been looking at my cupboards and there's been nothing there. And I was like, oh, I've got things. Very exciting.
Absolutely. Hello, you can see me now. Merry Christmas. Well, I don't know if it's Merry Christmas yet. It's not certainly not been a merry year, that's for sure. Hello, everybody.
I can't see you yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Well,
you are. Oh, God, look at the hat. My God.
I saw the lights in the background. It's lovely, isn't it?
Just slightly distract from the hat.
There is a bit of autofocus issue, so I might focus in and out. I might have to switch back to the webcam, but when I had the webcam on, it was the graphics card was maxing out, so that's why you were getting stutters at the beginning. So my apologies, everybody. But there we are.
We do appear to be. It's never straightforward with us.
No, it never is, and the reason it never is because I'm using a laptop that's 5 years old this coming year. So
Please buy a new laptop.
want to buy a house first, mate. But that's the thing. So I only have to make do with what
It'll
I've
be
got.
quicker for you. It'll be quicker for you to buy the laptop than the house.
I don't know. I'm getting close to a 10% deposit.
Take the hit. Take the hit.
So yeah, Arthur may be on his way. He should be on his way.
He said, "Lord, it's at the time. Be right there."
Yeah, so he should be coming soon, hopefully.
And he'll do his typical thing where he will try and phone us, even though we already have a connection between the three of us.
Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it? Oh my goodness, what a month this has been in regards to everything.
And we're only 6 days in.
Well, I mean, last month was interesting and exciting. Disappointing at times as well, possibly.
Okay, tell me more. Did you get very far?
Oh no, I didn't get well. Well, that's the thing, you see. Didn't get very far at all. We were kind of stopped. I'm sure you have. You'll see. I've just changed
I didn't disappear to Wales for a few days.
Well, you left the country, then came back before the law kicked in, so you're fine. You're fine.
Can't prove nothing. You're not going to get back in, you know. Yes, I am.
I'm Scottish. I can get back in. It's not a problem.
I met my friend Leona, who's very Welsh, and she was like, "Have you been putting on your Welsh accent?" I said, "Leona, Scottish people live here too, you know."
Hey, it could be worse. So this is the Leona from Wolfblood, isn't it?
Leona
who did the
from
Cops and
Wolfblood,
Monsters stuff with you a long time ago.
And the future origins of the Leoc. So.
Speaking of origins, you've been working very hard on that, haven't you?
Working my tits off, my friend. To put it mildly. Doing all the editing and the visual effects team. Layla, she's been doing her job. Sound design, Jen's doing her job. And composer Isaac's been doing his job. And it's all coming in together, and then it'll get a grade, and then it'll be ready for producers and whatnot. I say that, I still have to write the script. That's, but we'll get there. I've got Debbie Moon on my side, so it should be fine.
Right. Okay. He says he's about there. Hopefully he realises which call is open and doesn't try and call us separately like he usually does, but there we are.
Yeah, I'm just telling him this.
Yeah. No problem.
Come in, Odin 21100. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, London? London, can you hear us? This is
London calling. Well, this is East Kilbride calling. Yeah.
This is Foxtrot. What's R? Romeo. Foxtrot Romeo Alpha Yankee. Can you hear us? No, he's not in yet, is he?
No, he's not in yet. No.
All right, show us the lineup. What's happening?
Right, okay. Well, we were going to have a chat about what happened with a certain election last month and restrictions and the problems we've been having with that.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We've
But
got plenty of time.
yeah, well, thank you for the prompt. We'll put the running order up because that might actually help save the taxing of the laptop a little bit.
Oh, look, he's trying to call us again.
Oh no, he's not, is he? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, come on, Arthur. Right, okay. Ooh, have we got 2, 3? No, 2 or 3 in the call there. Arthur, stop calling us. Right.
Just answer it. Just answer it and move over to that one.
Okay. Right. This is where everything just
Oh,
completely
good.
collapses
That
for me.
worked, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hello.
we already had one open. Now we need to make sure that they can hear us on the stream.
I don't know how to join an ongoing call. I know how to add people to calls. I don't know how to join an ongoing call.
Well, if you showed up on time, this wouldn't be an issue.
Oh, says Mr. Perfectly on time for everything.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you know my full title. That's,
Oh dear.
how
Stop
did you know my full name? That's quite impressive.
Ah, it's these psychic powers I have, man. They're awesome.
Can you hear Arthur and myself?
Should do because you're still coming through on the stream.
Cool. I'm just making sure that they can hear us, and it will obviously be a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
Hello, people. I'm here alive.
I mean, it's just, first of all, why are you Jamaican? Second of
I
all,
don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
It just kind of.
No, I disapprove of that photo. Change it now. I don't like that one.
What one is it he's using?
One I don't like. I'm sending him a new one.
You send me a new one if you want. It's just the one that was on your profile picture last month.
This, sir, is a misrepresentation. Let me get a better one off me. Where's that one of David Tennant?
Yeah, Lynn can hear you, so it's fine.
Misrepresentation.
Lynn can hear you, so we're fine.
Ah, awesome. Hi, Lan.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa. Set alarm 2 a.m.
She's not gonna have that trick now. She's gonna be completely away from that trick.
Right, right. Barry, my agent has sent you through the proper picture. If you could be so kind.
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Take me a minute.
You could be so kind as to swap it out. I know Sonia does a wonderful job at taking photos on set, but I look like a Santaran in that photo. I don't like it.
But you do look like a Santaran in real life. So
yeah. You're off
I'm
the
glad you
Christmas
two are having
list.
a good time. Anyway, right, okay. As you will see, this will start.
You see,
showing
we're
up
having a
on
good
screen
time.
as
I'm
I move
emotionally
it.
scarred.
Yeah.
Ah, there it's there. Hold on, so that's the one there. Yay, let's get the stream up.
There we are. Right. I may have to switch to my old camera software.
You can see it being edited live in front of our very eyes.
Well, that was the whole point, you know. I didn't want to open the preview button because it was just going to crash everything. We're struggling to see connection as it is at the moment, but there we are.
That's better. There we are. That's a much better photo. That's my dating profile photo.
Dating profile photo. All right, okay. Is that going to cause a problem with Streamstructor with Kidstructors we've already recorded then?
No, but
No.
you're aware of my single status.
Yes, I'm aware of your single status. I'm not sure if the people out there on the interwebs, well, Lynn is aware of the single status.
It will just be slightly outdated now. This is the cardinal rule. Never film anything with me and a girl, because odds are they won't be around by the time you put it online. As we've well established, Fraser is a serial monogamous who's crap at relationships.
That is the title of his adult entertainment tape.
Yo, excuse me, sir. That's the name of my autobiography. Oh God, I've done it again.
Adult entertainment tape. Right.
You meant
okay.
sex tape.
Yes, I was trying to be politically correct for YouTube's algorithm.
And how's your relationship?
Excuse me,
going,
I know.
Arthur?
Excuse me, I know
It's
what an
very
adult
good.
entertainment
My right
tape is. I'm just trying to think. I couldn't
Hold
believe that
on.
you actually managed to
Sorry,
make one.
sorry. Pause. Wait a minute. He said something. What, sir? What?
I said my relationship doesn't exist right now.
I thought you said it was going quite well right now. I was like, the bad man didn't tell me.
No, if I had a relationship, these guys would know, trust me.
You'd be singing it from the rooftop of your house. I'm in love.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Then I do that anyway. It's just your replies. I'll be like, she's in love with me too.
Oh
Oh dear.
I was chatting to somebody last night, and I can't remember what she said now, but I remember thinking, I need to tell the guys, I found the one. She said I can have a TARDIS in the garden.
Perfect. My friend actually used to have an old red phone box in his.
We've just hijacked this stream.
As always.
Oh yeah, to be fair, it is the Arthur and Fraser show. Like,
That's what's made these Streamstructors so good since April. Especially when Fraser's involved. Welcome to the singles club, says Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn.
I don't know if that's a thank you or a why you little, but there we are.
Yeah.
She isn't working that well, which is blooming typical. So
That's all right. Arthur and I will continue to tell you our advice for dating people. Don't.
Well, I was kind of thinking if you want to join me to look at the
Barry, it was a horrible time for all concerned.
yeah, especially for the women.
That room with 7 horny men was fine. That actually happened. We went along to a 3-day men and 1 woman. Do you remember?
Yeah, it was.
And she went like, okay, let's go round the room and let's say what everybody does. So I said what I did. Barry said what he did. And she just ignored us and moved on so fast. She asked everyone else follow-up questions apart from me and Barry.
At the time I worked at Pizza Hut, so that's probably why, but there we are.
Yes, I actually work for the BBC. Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, you start saying that BBC word and they tend to just forget about you.
Yes, I'm an independent film. No, I don't make porn.
Sound. It's not just sound dropping from time to time, Lynn. It's everything dropping from time to time at the moment. It's really not the funnest thing in the world at the moment. So my apologies.
What's happening with your stream?
Yeah, it's kind of stalled and gone funny and rubbish and everything else under the sun.
Maybe we should just do a podcast from now on.
Could be a possibility. You never know.
And we can reenact your vlogs.
That's the one thing I haven't done for months is reenactment.
Oh, you'll be missing that.
I am actually greatly missing it. Ooh, now I've got it the wrong way.
Your
Oh, great! The laptop's right in the field of view of the camera now. Pain.
Yeah, you've still got your
running order up. I know. It was deliberate because I need to have some sort of cover while I'm trying to get this camera working properly.
I see you now no longer put timing on it.
The timing's kind of disappeared after the second time you appeared in the streams because I didn't see any point to it.
I mean, I'm nothing if not chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stick all of us together and we're just like, I don't know. Disaster would be a good word to use if it wasn't 2020.
Oh, no wonder we're single.
Speak for yourself. I don't put myself out there.
I mean, that's not true.
Well, that's, yeah, okay.
All right, tell us your latest experience.
No, that's what I said. I don't put myself out there.
Well, you should. You're lovable.
You're a lovely man. I don't understand why you aren't going out there and.
All I hear from women, both friends and people that I'm speaking to, they just say there's not enough good men out there. And the person I'm speaking to at the moment was regaling me with tales of her horrible online date experiences. And it seems to be the norm that 90% of men are dickheads. Yeah. And you are not one of them. So you should absolutely be putting yourself out there. You are adorable. You're an adorable bear who you would just be so loving and caring to a woman. And initially they'll reject it, and they should as well, because they've got no reason to trust us. But work a little bit at it, and I think you'd be absolutely fine.
I think you would be too. But then again, I'm not looking. And I'm kind of hoping that not looking means I will get somebody, but obviously...
I mean, you have to look to find somebody.
Yeah, but you got these things where you don't look, you end up getting somebody.
I mean, that's true, and I was with Ellie for 4 years, and I wasn't looking.
Do you want me to put a cross joke in there, or just leave it at that?
No, leave it at
hanging.
that. I wasn't looking, and we had 3 very good years together, and the last year was just a bit crappy.
Yeah, just a little bit. Right, okay. Hopefully we have a slightly better picture situation. No, we don't, because it's pushed the wrong bloody thing. Right, okay. Yeah, there we are. Back to the old camera. It's slow as treacle today. It really is. But
Do you just have bad broadband where you are?
no, it's a bad laptop, I think.
Hmm.
Lynn was saying sound was dropping from time to time occasionally. Yeah, I can believe that.
From time to time to time to time to time.
Yeah, I can believe that. It was dropping at
We
times.
turn back time.
I can
Find a way.
Yeah, whenever like words like that happen, my head seems to automatically right now go in. Find a song, put them in it.
You know what's really sad, guys? This is our office Christmas party.
Oh, he's actually right as well. Cheers! Wait, I
Excuse
got
me.
well,
Excuse me, I'm gonna go get a beer now. Drown my sorrows.
You're getting a beer, oh dear.
Yeah, I'm getting a beer. It's happening.
We're about to have drunk Streamstructor courtesy of Fraser Cool. Well, there we are.
One beer will not get me. Woo!
I've been out with you. One beer does a lot more than woo!
With my limited drink at the moment, one beer definitely makes me go woo. That's for sure. But there we are.
Yeah, welcome to the woo corner.
Yeah. Oh, I could do a woo woo. No, I don't want to do a woo woo. But there we are. That's a different thing entirely.
Lulu or woohoo.
Woo woo. But there. So
And
yeah.
tonight I'm sponsored by West Beer by St Mungo's.
Other beer brands are available, but there we are.
But they're not as good.
That's true. It does seem to be a little bit better. I seem to be a little bit stuttery when I'm doing stuff though, so it's not perfect video tonight, but as long as you can hear.
That's right, guys. Get on the Patreon and buy Barry a new laptop.
Speaking of which, I ended up with a Patreon, then he disappeared before payday. I'm thinking, oh
So, did you get any money?
no.
How does that work?
They have to pay immediately, though. As soon as they sign up, they have to pay.
No, they can pay the next time. They can pay on the 1st of the month. That's when they get billed.
No, maybe they saw some of the content.
My content's not been too bad recently, I'll have you know. That Silver Nemesis review was one of the best things I've edited.
I mean, our Streamstructors.
Oh, I see. Right, yeah, the streams. Yeah, well, that's a different matter. Absolutely.
Arthur, did you just crack open a bottle?
He cracked open more the bottle.
It's a kind of monster though, so it's not kind of alcohol.
No, that's disappointing. Come join me in Beerland.
There's wine in the fridge.
Come join me in Beerland.
Technically, I still have that Beer 52 crate sitting there.
Join me in Beerland. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. No, it's not. It's not till 10 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, that usual joke.
Lindsay and I have started doing a podcast about our online dating experiences. The first episode will go out very soon.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but the thing with Lindsay is she's in a long-term relationship.
Lindsay is not in a long-term relationship.
Oh.
All right.
Lindsay has been single for a few years now.
All right. I thought she was with. All right. Okay. I'm getting
Nope.
confused.
Nope. Nope. Lindsay's a single mother.
Oh, I see.
Don't get me wrong. She's been dating, and that's why we've started this podcast.
Yeah.
Because I told her about my recent experiences in Wales. So.
So, is the title of the podcast finishing with age 9 3/4?
It's called. Can I swear on this?
Oh, we might as well. We might as well get one Christmassy swear out the way. Go on.
It's called What the Actual Fuckery.
Oh boy.
Well, the actual boingery. There we are. Right. Okay.
Coming soon to a podcast channel near you. Once I edit it.
Oh, podcast channel. Good and bad memories of podcast channel with me. That's for sure. What I used to do.
No, we're doing the podcast thing, and we're going to get in some special guests every week. But the first one's just me and Lindsay. So.
Quite right. It's a lot easier to do podcasts now as well with recording software and everything else from Zoom, and the quality's pretty good.
Yeah, to be fair,
Zoom,
we did just do it on Zoom, so.
Yeah. It's not like it was when I was doing it, where you had to have proper mics and condenser mics and in a proper soundproof room to make sure it sounded right and right recording software.
Oh, back in the days.
Can someone tell me for my own peace of mind, is his Dark Materials on now or 8 o'clock?
It's on at 8 o'clock.
No, okay.
But do put it up about an hour or so before it goes live.
That's fine. That's added on drivel. I didn't need to know that much, Mikey.
I don't know. I'm just about to open it.
No. Right.
We'll find out. We'll find out
Right.
soon enough.
Here we go. Here we go. Woo!
Yeah,
Here.
absolutely. We'll go to the archive and just quickly go through the archive stuff for this week. This month. I keep saying week. I don't know why I'm doing that, but there we are.
I mean, we should do them weekly.
We should do them week. Oh well. Ooh, that's an idea for a
2021
Streamstructor
weekly
month.
podcasts.
We could do podcasts. I suppose we could have that fun. But I just love the fact it all comes together it tries to come together once a month. I just love that fun. But there we are.
Yeah, but it takes too long.
We enjoy ourselves though, don't we?
We do, but then we have to wait like 4 weeks before we get to do it again.
Oh right, I thought you meant the streams took so long. Sorry, you meant.
I mean, they do
gap.
take too long, but
Yeah.
no, I do mean, I do mean that it does. It's too long to the next ones, and who knows where we'll all be next month. So
Yeah,
well.
A drop of a hat. Oh.
And we can attest to that. Also, raising a beer to use our
Yeah.
Yes.
For those out in the internet world, the reason I wasn't on last month or month before, was I on last month? I don't think I was. No. Well,
actually, you were on the one that after you just passed, but it was
Oh,
last
that's
month.
right.
You weren't there. You weren't there on the basis that you
You
were
were on
coming
a
back
train.
from Paisley
yeah, I was on the train.
because Fraser
Fraser
turned up about an hour into it, and he said, "Oh, it was a lot better when I turned up."
That's what Robert and Lynn said.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
well, I agree to an extent, but yes. Right, for the 5th time, let's try and get this running order covered, and then we can carry on with it, shall we?
Indeed.
The continuation of the vlogs. There's no Christmassy vlogs really, so I'm just carrying on as it was. And this is kind of like a compilation of different things I've did in the first couple of months of March and April 2011. So that's why it's called an armful and other stories. Then we have the split personality. I don't know if you saw that last month, Arthur, but I did some videos where I kind of argue with myself a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a trip into his crazy mind.
Yeah. And then we have a Doctor Who review, The Caves of Androzani, which is the Doctor Who review here. I did have one for the Visitation, but with my record of having issues with copyright, the very first one had some clips on it from the story, and I don't want to get myself into trouble, so I'm leaving that just now until I can figure a way of putting it up without the clips in it. So I'll come back to that in due course. Yeah, the video is buffering a little bit. My processor is running at full pelt at the moment, so it's stuttering a little bit. I'm not getting many drop frames, but the bit rate is dropping at times. So I do see that then. So I'm fully aware of my technical issues as always. Has anybody noticed the lights in the background?
I have.
Yeah.
Around the I want to say bookcase.
Well, it's basically an insert into a chimney breast. It's
cool.
like a pantry cupboard type thing that's been converted into a bookcase. Yes. And I genuinely was recording a Doctor Who review before this, which was Christmassy, and yeah,
Were you doing the Christmas invasion?
I did that last year, so it's now the next one, Runaway Bride.
Oh.
Ooh, oh, come on! How can you not like Catherine Tate in that one?
I didn't say that. I just said ooh.
You went, oh.
As in I didn't think that's the one he was going to do. Oh, shut your face.
Well, as you know, with the reviews, I've been doing anniversary type stories and special stories in the anniversary week, and last year I started doing the Christmas specials in December, so I'll go through them. So I'll end up getting to eventually to Twice Upon a Time, which is about 10 years away, the way it's going, but there we are.
And then are you going to do the New Year specials?
Yes, I'll carry on with that.
Good.
Speaking of which, at least we know that there will be a first impression video on the 2nd of January, because it's New Year's Day. It's been confirmed.
No.
What was that?
Sorry, I've just realised I made a faux pas. Never mind, carry on.
What have you made a faux pas with? Right, he's now got me intrigued because I'm just getting snorty laughing in the background now.
It's because I realised what I've done. I have invited the lady to come visit and stay with me from the 1st until the 3rd. She's just going to have to watch it with me. Oh well, that's a shame.
Well, you're going to have a happy new year, aren't you, mate? So there we are.
Hey!
We might
the TARDIS is-
might be in a tier that allows somebody to be in the house by that point.
If the TARDIS, mate, behave yourself. If the TARDIS, if the TARDIS is rocking, don't come knocking, because I'll be rocking till dawn.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that February, when I have my week off in February, my proper week off in February, it's a bit better that I can actually go out and actually do some more filming, complete bits and pieces. It'll be nice. Because I just. Sorry, what was that?
I was in fingers crossed it's January that everything gets kind of lifted.
They're gonna have a tough time enforcing it now that the vaccines are out. I'm sorry, the cat is out the bag now. So
Yeah.
I'm aware that we're not all going to get it at once, and I'm aware that it's all trial and error, and I'm aware that it's going to take a while. But Joe Blogs in his house sitting in Glasgow or Aberdeen or whatever is not going to be like, you can't put me in tier 4 when there's a vaccine, and it's hard to argue that.
Yeah, we can put you in tier 4 as a vaccine because the vaccine's only going out to people who really need it at the moment.
Yeah,
not
I get
you,
that,
idiot.
But it's going to be. Trust me, like there's only so many times they can get away with it before people just revolt.
Oh no! I'm not saying they won't revolt, but that sort of attitude doesn't stick with me because at the end of the day, we've got to think that you've got to have the most vulnerable people, the people who are in the front line of it, getting vaccinated first.
I absolutely agree that the most vulnerable people and those who are frontline workers and those who work for the NHS, etc. I have no issue being 11th on the list.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that it's just harder and harder to justify strong lockdowns and restrictions, severe ones, when there seems to be a bit of light at the end of the metaphorical the COVID tunnel. And I respect the Scottish Government. I agree with everything they do. It hasn't massively affected my life. It's certainly affected my income. As a self-employed person for the last 10 years, I've been entitled to hee-haw from the UK government. I have been living off of scraps, and it's me and 70,000 other freelancers who are in the exact same boat.
Yeah.
So I'm going back to work. So
I get that, but there's things in place now with the industry that allows you to go back to work in a capacity anyway. So
yes, but you've also got 70,000 senior producers who are now stepping down to the levels that I would be applying for because they can't get the senior producer jobs that they wanted anymore because they're few and far between. So I can't get a look in for my jobs anymore.
it's not good. Not good.
Not good at all. So yeah, the sooner common sense prevails, the better.
I mean, I understand your point of view, and from me, I've been working all the way through at home. Although unfortunately, I had a bit of an accident with a juice and a laptop on Friday, so that's not going to be fun tomorrow. But there we are.
Oh, clumsy boy!
Clumsy boy. It's working, but it's not. The keyboard isn't working on the laptop, and the mouse pad isn't working on the laptop, but USB is. So fortunately, I can plug in a USB keyboard and a USB mouse and still get away with it. But
what did you do?
I tripped as I was trying to sit down. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I tripped up. The floor's usually pretty clear where I sit, and it's basically the opposite side. So basically, I'm looking at what you're seeing in the background when I'm working.
Oh man!
And it's freer entry, but I just lost my footing as I was sitting down, and whoa, yeah.
Oh, it's too funny.
Yeah, well, thank you for that, sir. I'm glad
You're
somebody's
welcome.
seeing it funny.
Oh, always look on the bright side of life.
Well done. That's very good, because we'll go into that later about what the vlog will be this month, but there we are. Oh dear Barry, says Lynn. Yeah, thank you. And woohoo, can't wait for the New Year's special. I can't wait for the New Year's special either. It'll be good to see how they deal with that. And I think it
back, baby.
What was that? Jack's back, yeah.
However, now's the time to tell you that this is your last season of Doctor Who, so enjoy it.
After 15 years, 16 years,
Oh yeah.
I'm not complaining.
No, me neither.
And if it is the last, to be fair, it's still the series that's got the most episodes attached to it in science fiction terms.
Yeah, they will be back, just not for like 5 years.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said in 1989. A lot will happen, but there we are.
Yeah, well, no, it's going on a planned hiatus. So,
Mhm. Yeah, not just we'll just leave it and just rest it, as they did.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they're sensible, they'll just give it to Bad Wolf to do.
Well, Bad Wolf have made a great job of his Dark Materials, and the set, and they've built a
And
massive
Discovery of
set in
Witches.
Cardiff, which is brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, and I've been speaking to the guys at Bad Wolf for obvious reasons, and it is the best fit for it.
Well, it's got people who know Doctor Who and how production works in Wales.
They've also got script editors who worked on season 9 of Doctor Who working at Bad Wolf, so would make sense.
It would make sense, and hopefully we get that, and we
It'll be
get
a
that
while.
fun. It won't be the last Fraser. I think, Lynn, it may very well be the last. I think the steam has been running out of it for a while. This is the last chance saloon. Everybody's been talking about the comparisons of this being like the Seventh Doctor's era. It is to an extent, as far as I feel.
Yeah, which is a shame because there was a lot to love about Series 11 and a lot to love about Series 12. And it would be nice to just have the Doctor and Yaz, although I'm hearing worrying rumours about who the next companion is going to be. If it's true, I'm very concerned. Stunt casting is puts it mildly. But we shall see what these 8 episodes are going to be.
Well, stunt castings worked a couple of times before on Doctor Who in the new series.
When you hear who it is, when you go onto your video, you will not be happy.
Oh well. So as they're not playing the Doctor, I'm not too bothered.
Nope.
But if it's a companion, then we'll see. We shall see. Speaking of companions and conversations with us lot.
It's in the chat, just so you know.
Right, okay. Ooh. That could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. It could be, oh my god, it's finished, it's done. I'm going to turn into one of those right-wing idiot SJW warrior idiots.
I mean, it's done anyway. The fate has been sealed. It's gone.
I have heard rumours of that name appearing, but I didn't realise they were companion material. I thought they were just guest star.
Nope, that's the rumour going about in my usual contacts who I trust. You're not even getting a 60th anniversary, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Do we need one?
It would have been nice.
But yeah,
Jodie and David would have been amazing together. But
yeah.
Daleks has been really good on YouTube if you've not watched it yet.
I've seen them. It's done now, isn't it?
No, there's 10 episodes.
Oh, there's 10 episodes. It felt like a finale, the 4th
I've
episode.
heard let me Google it, but I'm pretty sure there's 10.
Oh, it felt like a finale. Maybe I'm wrong. Lynn just said it needs someone with Yaz. It can't just be her next season. Please, no. We know you don't like Yaz, Lynn. The Doctor Who Society videos that we did for both 11 and 12 make it very clear you don't like Yaz, so that's not a surprise.
Yaz is the best one out of the lot of them, so, and it'll be nice to see her grow properly.
Yaz is underappreciated. She needs time to shine.
I do apologise, slap my wrist. 5 episodes at 10 minutes in length.
5 episodes at 10 minutes in length. So there's
got one more to go. Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't realise that the head mechanoid, the chief mechanoid, was Angelili. I can't say her name. Mohindra.
Her who was in season 4.
No, it's Rani from Sarah Jane Adventures.
Oh, Angie. Yeah.
Yeah. Who seems to be doing a lot of Doctor Who related stuff at the moment, but then again, she is going out with the Master, so I suppose that makes a difference.
Was she not also in series 12?
Yeah, she was. She was the Scorpion Queen.
Yeah.
And I did make a comparison that in my review for Runaway Bride as well, between that and Sarah Parish's Ragnos. So stay tuned for that.
Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm just going to get her name right. because that's the right thing to do. It is. Dum, dum, dum.
Rather you said it
You know
than
what?
me.
That episode has been rated 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, and considering the idiot fanboys, quote unquote, have been purposely downrating and trashing series 11 and 12, that's pretty high.
That's pretty good.
Angie Mohindra.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Anjali Mohindra. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not
And-
very good at getting names of people. You know that. Sorry, Raptor.
Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah. Lynn's saying Fraser, if she was going to grow as a character, would have happened by now. Ari Yaz.
Once there's less characters to overshadow her, she will have her chance to shine.
She is. I always class her as the Nissa character.
What now that Graham and
Ryan
Ryan
have
are
gone.
leaving at Christmas, New Year's, then it will give her a chance to properly grow as a character.
And I don't think it'll take long for her to grow as well. They've already sowed the seeds with her depressive episode last year.
Yeah, so I think we're going to see more of that. So
I think we will, and I think it'll work brilliantly once it's up and running. Is that 50 minutes in already? Oh my god. Well, 40 of you guys actually watching. This is the brilliant thing. Good month and good month watches and views, but I'll come to that later if I get a chance. I might not. Fraser might have another conversation and we take 2 hours to talk about, but we never know. But
come on to the podcast, Fraser. It's better when you're on the podcast, Fraser.
it's the Fraser show with Barry just being the ringmaster or trying to be. Yeah.
Well, at last you finally admit it's true.
It's taken me a year nearly, but there we are. The truth is out.
Arthur's quite quiet.
I don't worry, I'm still here, I'm listening. I'm just,
It's alright. Arthur's quiet because he's not been able to get a word in edgeways, let's be honest.
Fraser seems to have taken all the limelight, so.
I would just shut my face.
Nah, I don't, because I don't have any conversation starters.
You could talk about The Mandalorian.
I haven't watched season 1 or 2 yet.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen The
Star
Mandalorian yet, and
Trek Discovery?
I haven't
Nope,
seen The
haven't watched
Mandalorian
it
yet, and I haven't seen the 4th series of The Crown. I've been watching it from series 1 onwards.
You
I'm
can't
going
go,
through it
gonna
that way.
drink.
Did you see
So.
that Netflix were almost pressured into putting a disclaimer on The Crown to say that it was a work of fiction because folk were actually thinking it was real?
Really?
I heard it on the West FM this morning.
Oh god. Was that with Billy Kirkwood?
Possibly, yeah.
Because he does West FM in the mornings.
Yeah. Possibly him. But and I was like,
Did he sound like a golf snooker player?
I think, to be honest,
Aye.
it's a very unique way of putting it, but yeah, it's
That's my Billy.
very broad voice.
Netflix says it will not warn viewers of The Crown's some scenes are fiction, responding to calls for a warning from Cultural Secretary Oliver Downing. Boo. The streaming giant said the series had always been billed as a drama. As a result, we have no plans and see no need to add a disclaimer. Mr. Dowden earlier said younger viewers may mistake fiction for fact when watching the 4th series, which shows the breakdown of the marriage between the Prince and Princess of Wales. She never wanted to marry him anyway. The Crown's creators, Peter Morgan, has called the show an act of creative imagination with a constant push-pull between research and drama. And its latest series, has attracted criticism from some quarters for its depiction of royal events, in particular the breakdown of the marriage of Prince Charles and Diana.
Well, that was always going to be a thorny one when they got to Diana, whatever they
Yeah,
did.
but I think most people were waiting for that, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing with The Crown is every season there's been one standout performance of what I've seen with the first 3. It's John Lithgow as Churchill in the first series. Second series is actually Vanessa Kirby as Margaret. And the third series is actually Erin Doherty as Anne. She's a standout for me in that. Olivia Colman's, I mean, the rest of them are great. And Olivia Colman's great as the Queen. And Tobias Menzies, is it Menzies or Menzies? Don't know. Tobias Menzies is a better Prince Philip than Matt Smith, in my personal opinion. But there's always one standout. And the rumor is it's Gillian Anderson in the German is the toss between Gillian Anderson and Emma Corrin in series 4. Lynn might be able to tell me.
I don't watch it, so I can't tell you.
No, it's just my personal opinion.
The actress who played the sister in the first couple of seasons was just exceptional.
Vanessa Kirby, yeah,
Yeah, she's an amazing actress.
works so well. Especially with the second season, she shines more. Especially when she's developing the relationship with Lord Snowden.
Yep.
That response with her and Matthew Good is brilliant. But you've not seen it all, so you don't know. So I'll I'll keep it I'll keep it to the sneaky. But if you do get a chance, I know you're not a royalist, but it is interesting to watch for just the drama point of view. It's
Yeah.
very well done. Have you seen it, Arthur?
I started watching the first season,
Yeah.
and not that I didn't like it. It's just that I didn't keep up with it, unfortunately.
That's
So I
fair
might
enough.
go back now that there's a good chunk to it, and just try binging it again.
Did you get the Fog episode in the first
Yes.
series? You did. That's one of
I
the
did.
best ones.
Indeed, definitely.
Yeah.
So, but now that there's fourth season, I might just go back and binge through it.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it. Just try and
Especially with
binge.
Netflix.
Yeah. Speaking of Netflix, there'll be no more Doctor Who on Netflix, which you had a kind of sense that was going to happen anyway.
Oh, aye.
Fraser.
BBC at its finest.
I think it's because they're going to move it over to BritBox.
Well,
Not
that
just
makes
that.
sense.
BBC are trying to force online streamers to basically become a TV company by forcing them into the TV licensing system.
Yes.
So because Netflix are fighting against it, they'll be like, no, we'll take our content away. But that's not going to stop them. They're still going to have like thousands, if not millions, of customers in the UK.
Yep. But we all know the BBC are not the best.
Yeah.
The
I
BBC
would
may
say
not
the
be the
government-
best, but they're still better than some of the other big commercial ones in the UK. Although I'll turn around and say I'll retract that with ITV actually getting better as time goes on with some of its content.
Yeah. But
'Cause
anyway, I don't want to get into trouble.
Who, me or him?
No, it just went quiet altogether.
It did go a bit quiet at the same time. I thought we'd lost you there, Barry.
No, I'm trying not to be lost tonight. It's difficult, but I'm trying not to be lost tonight. Anyway, I think I will play a vlog and just get on with a little bit of video. Just to give my
I
mouth a
forgot we
rest.
were here for a reason.
What was that? Sorry.
Forgot we were here for a reason.
Well, they are being gradually phased out, so they may not be there for much longer, as many as we have, but we'll see how you guys get on. Anyway, we'll play the next one. Let's go to vlog number 14.
This has taken 6 attempts. Wind, not helping weather, so I decided to go inside. I am in the Glasgow Blood Donor Centre. I'm about to fulfil New Year's resolutions. I can't even say New Year today. I'm going to go and give blood, and that is why I'm chiefly in Glasgow. Well, that's been just come out of the Blood Donor Centre. We've done it. It took about an hour because I gave away in 5 minutes, but I didn't really feel the best. I told it's natural, it's normal, but if you continuously do that after a few of them, then you know you shouldn't really be giving blood. But I won't know what my blood type is for about 6 weeks. They go send it away and then give you a little card and tell you what your blood group is. 12 weeks. But yeah, it was good. Nice. Bit of plaster. Bit of finger testing there. So that's me done that. That's the New Year's resolution fulfilled. And now I'm going to be going up to Cineworld, cinema, and I'm going to go and see a film. And I'm meeting up later on with Rintu. Well, I did end up meeting with Rintu, although we didn't really record anything. But just a little note on the blood donating. Tuesday morning, I took the plaster off, and kind of bruised, as you can see. It's not as bad now. It's 6 days later. It's Sunday now, so it's not so bad. But it was really purple and blue when I first put it on. I suppose it didn't help having my work jacket on, and I roll up my sleeves to the elbow, joined at the elbow. So having the pressure of the edge of the sleeve on it probably didn't help matters. But yeah, I mean, Monday went well. I went to see Rango. Good little film. I mean, the 3D is quite good at places and it's quite realistic at times. Nice little film, nice little romp along. So worth it. Went to see Rintu afterwards and caught up on all the Glasgow Who shenanigans. And I'm now sitting in my room, and I am about to, well, we're about to have a visitor to the house. My cousin's coming up. My sister's also coming back, but my cousin's coming for an afternoon visit. She's been up in Scotland for the past couple of days. My cousin and my uncle are coming over for some lunch with us, and then on the way now. So I'm just taking 5 minutes to relax after doing some preparatory work with Mum this morning. That's it, really. So as you can see that, I've just missed the bloody train by about 3 minutes. Never mind. There's always the next one, I suppose. Gives me a chance to talk. So, my intention of this vlog was to do a bit of filming and use the phone to see how the phone stands up as a recording device. And of course I started off for the day I was doing the blood donor, which I still don't have a one place. They said 6 weeks, so I don't expect for in a couple of weeks. My blood type, I don't know what it is yet. But that's one resolution definitely done. Last time I tried to attempt to film something was on the day my cousin was coming up with my uncle. She came up again. She came up today, Easter Sunday. This is Easter Sunday. But I was working today, so I didn't get an opportunity to get it off and see him, because it was my cousin who was down last time, Zoe, and her sister, Yasmin, came up this time as well, so they came and said hello. But apart from that, this is probably the most boring vlog I've done. Hopefully though, I'll be able to do a bit of filming, and I'm sitting at the train station. As I say, I've just missed the train. I could walk up to the bus stop and see if I can get a bus and still be in for 8 o'clock, I suppose, and I might just consider doing that since I've just missed it. But in all honesty, this has been a great little experiment, and I'll be back to piece the camera next month. As a filmer, I've got 6 days to put the vlog up, but I've already done half of it, so it should be up very quickly and up by the Tuesday, I would hope. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I hopefully will have a bit more later on. If not, be a little closing thing. We'll see.
Any particular reason?
No, I just wanted to put something in there for my vlog, basically.
Alright, then
Not vlog. Very interesting, David. Very interesting.
Everything has to do with that. Yeah, you do.
Yes.
You're not filming me, are you?
Not anymore.
Yes, right, I'm back. I'm back. I don't know if you guys have just got bored, but I'm back.
No, we're here. We're just watching the end of the vlog.
Yes.
I have never seen that one.
No, not many people have.
I've watched all of your vlogs.
The next one people have probably seen a lot more of, because that was one of the more popular vlogs until the modern era, the Cold Glen walks, but that's next month.
Oh.
But yeah, that one was a kind of an experiment, which I utilised a bit more later in the year. But yeah, opinions, disappointments.
Good. You look stupidly young.
Thank you.
And you looked like you were ready to faint when you came out the blood donor centre.
I actually did feel a bit queasy that first time. It's the only place you go to NHS related where you actually get biscuits as a recovery method.
Yes, but that makes sense.
And it's actually still the only time I've given blood. I've actually not. Right, okay, I'm back on.
Brave enough to do it.
Yeah, headset's gone. Hold on. Oh, always the bloomin' way. Hang on. Get back into hearing things.
Hanging.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Has he lost us?
Looks like he's lost us.
Hello?
You're saying you're doing something, but I can't hear you, and I know why I can't hear you. Hold on.
All right, Arthur. Now's the time. It's our show.
Can't hear you. Right. Is that working? I can't hear yous.
No, he still can't hear us. How are you?
Oh,
Are you surviving, Arthur?
that was a genuine question. I thought you were seeing if you were responding. I'm okay. You know, you have your good days and your bad. Fraser, I can hear you, not Barry. Oh, Cronus, you can still hear us. No! That doesn't matter. We haven't said anything bad about Barry yet. Apart from the Fox. Basil's brush Fox. Anyway.
Boom, boom.
You know, each day at a time. That's all you can really do right now. Just be there for everyone.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Honestly, nothing right now.
I promise you it gets a little bit better.
I think
Christmas is hard.
Christmas is hard because it's also my dad's birthday. Literally 4 days after Christmas.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah. So,
No.
but
They ended up.
There you go.
They ended up.
Yeah. Yes. I will find out later if that's true, ladies and gentlemen. That's always the way. It's always the way. Just right. Okay. Hold on a minute. Now, guys, we're doing, but I'll watch the playback in due course about how rubbish my technology is. Yeah, one of the two.
No, not true.
Not true. I'd say that to your face. Well, your virtual face anyway.
Don't put your camera on. You'll kill the laptop. Right. Yeah. Oh dear. Right. So yeah, we'll talk about the stream when I was younger, and then all of a sudden I lost my headset.
Yeah, so you looked like you were about to pass out.
Mhm.
It's the only time the NHS give you biscuits as recovery.
Yes.
Yep. And you saw Rango, which wasn't a great film.
No. Well, I did it politely. It was
All
interesting.
right. Okay.
It's like my famous phrase in the reviews: "Take your brain out." It's one of those ones.
I see.
Did you ever get your blood type then?
Yes, I'm A
Oh yeah,
positive.
good question.
Fraser interrupted you.
I'm A positive, which actually ironically means I would have been standing on the roof of my house in the Christmas invasion.
We've been on a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can hear me now. Yeah, good. At least somebody can hear me.
We can hear you.
Yeah. I know you can, but Lynn can hear me too, so that's good. I can be heard again. Thank goodness. I'll get the knack of how to change the sound sources. It's just just everything else is blooming working.
So have you given blood since?
No, I haven't. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you for reminding me. I haven't
You're
given
welcome.
blood since. No. I'm a bad boy in that respect, but I think
not at all.
I think work kind of got in the way, and COVID's getting in the way now, and always find an excuse.
Well, they're looking for plasma now
Look for plasma.
for COVID. Anyone who's had COVID, they're asking for plasma from them to help treat people who have it.
Well, that's no good to me because I've not had COVID.
I
so-
mean, I think at some point we all might have had it.
Yeah, but it's whether the antibodies are still valid within.
That's very true.
plasma.
That's very true.
That's
Yeah,
the problem.
yeah.
Not being nasty, but my dad's still fine, so I know I probably haven't had it.
Okay. I
Because
feel
if
like
I'd
I might
if I'd
have
had it
it.
and I was asymptomatic, my father would know about it.
I think I may have had it at the start of the year
Yeah.
because I remember feeling absolute crap at the start of the year.
That's fair dues.
Mm.
Understandable to an extent as well. But
Yeah, but I'm very careful now. Always have my mask on. Always wash my hands.
well, I'm going out for walks every day, as I keep saying, and everything. I go out for walks every day, and first thing I do when I get in the house, wash my hands.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Even though I'm not really touching anything unless I'm in a supermarket, because I'm keeping myself to myself when I'm out walking.
Yeah.
But
So I have a question for Arthur.
See, Senor, go.
What sort of vlogging experience would you like to see Barry do next?
You know, after watching a lot of Barry's previous vlogs, and that's it. He's on the right track, to be honest.
Yeah, but is there anything that you'd like to see him do that he's not done yet?
Oh, you mean like actual physical stuff rather
Yeah.
than doing it, right? Okay, sorry, misinterpreted your question.
No worries.
Don't know. A vlog.
I'd like to see him participate in some sort of sport.
I was thinking something social, yeah. Pub crawl's a bit much.
Oh my god, that's the pub. Right, that's happening. When we're allowed to, let's.
any of us need to stay sober. One of us will just fall off the wagon and start filming. That's all.
That's a fair point. I don't know. On the vibe of sports, something maybe like escape rooms, like because Glasgow.
Oh yeah.
That'd be a
what
great
has-
thing to do, actually.
Set up a wee tripod and film it. That's a great idea. We could go to the same place we went to the Ghostbusters one.
Mm-hmm. That would be something interesting, and just kind of do like a vlog version of that. Of obviously, don't give the answers away, but just how you would go
Yeah.
an escape room type thing. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
A lot more social things I'd like to do again because on a social basis, yeah, I'd love to have a social kind of vlog with people in that sort of setting.
So let's do the pub crawl, we'll get pissed, and then go to an escape room.
Well, a lot of the escape rooms won't actually let you in if you've had alcohol.
That's true.
unfortunately.
They'll never know.
You said get pissed. You don't expect them to not know the difference between you sober and you pissed.
They'll never know. They've never seen us drunk or sober.
You got to remember, Arthur, one of the times that I
Remember that.
Oh, that's crazy.
that was at Waxy O'Connor's, but when we first
And you're
started being
Was
friendly.
it Wax's? Oh god, yeah, I remember that. Didn't we go to the cinema that day to see Red 2?
Yeah.
I think I've only ever been ID'd once. That was technically when I was 17, so.
I mean, legal to be ID'd. No, they did nothing wrong there. What happened?
I used my friend's credit cards as ID and got into the pub anyway, but that's the point.
Oh.
I will not mention the pub's name, even though it has changed ownership several times, so they couldn't be prosecuted anyway here. So on New Year's Eve.
So they kind of let you away with it a little bit.
Yeah, I think they had they said obviously it's still illegal, but they had the kind of willingness to do that back when I was that young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we don't get that nowadays.
Yep. Too many snowflakes, too strict the policies. But I agree with the policies now that I'm older.
That's always the way, isn't it? If they work for you when you're at the age they're supposed to work for, you're fine. But when you're not that age, oh dear.
Yep.
Yeah, totally get that. But yeah,
Nine.
a pub crawl would be lovely. Just socialising with people on a night and just getting absolutely out of my head would be lovely. Although
Yeah,
I
that's
genuinely think it probably won't be for another 6 months before we even get an opportunity to do something close to normal with that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Because
I think
it's the Oxford vaccine that's the one we'll probably end up getting. Let's be brutally honest about it,
Yeah.
because that's the one that's going to be easiest to distribute.
Aye. Ah, well.
I mean,
Always
the
have to
Pfizer
see.
one's an absolute pain. I don't know. I mean, I know what they're going to do
Hey,
after
Robert.
the 1st of January. Hello, Robert. Yes.
Is that the one that has to be stored in 70 degrees?
Yeah,
At
minus
minus
70 degrees.
Yeah.
Which at the moment is coming from lorries from Belgium. From the 1st of January, it will be flown in.
Yeah, I saw that. Because they can't get Brexit right. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, it's taken 4.5 years and they still can't get it right. But then again, if it's not the right government to be in to deal with it, to be fair.
Mm.
Problem is, the government's been around for how long and they still can't get it right?
Yep.
So how do we expect them to get an exit from something that they barely established right?
Well, we're about to become the most incompetent government of the old powers.
Well, I mean, the English
21st of January, that's it. We're now the worst.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, son. My government is the Scottish government.
Yeah.
Don't be one of those folk. They'll always be British and deep down.
The one thing that does annoy me about this whole thing, this whole tax break thing for the 500 quid. What a bunch of absolute arseholes down in Westminster.
Taxing it.
Yeah.
And then BBC Scotland were criticising the SNP for not giving them enough.
Although I do praise BBC Scotland because it was because I usually watch the tail end of the lunchtime thing they have, and what was it? The Scottish Tory leader was on, and all he wanted to talk about wasn't anything about the COVID thing. All he wanted to talk about was the fact the SNP's bringing up independence again, and the BBC anchor was keep telling them stop it.
Yeah.
He's a prat.
Oh, I know. He's a total prat. How many's mistress?
And then you got Richard Leonard, who's even worse. I mean, he's not
Mm-hmm.
even a friggin' Scot. At least I got a birth certificate to prove it.
Anyway, they're all terrible. SNP and the Greens all the way.
Unfortunately, yes. And that's will be interesting, and we'll see if it's a possibility. I doubt it with this laptop of streaming on the night of the Scottish Parliament elections.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
How old is your laptop anyway, Barry?
5 years old.
Oh wow.
He bought it in 1984.
Yeah, it takes up half his room and requires a separate liquid nitrogen cooling system.
The way it's going, it probably does. But no, to be fair, this laptop has done me for 5 years. I can't complain. I really can't complain. So, yeah, just come at a bad time as always.
Yeah. Right, where were we? Okay, let's look at the comments.
Yes.
How to segue easily and nicely, or just blunt force it like I did. Hey, Robert. Yeah, Robert, you did miss all of the technical issues. It was the Fraser and Arthur show for a good, 10 minutes or something, while Barry lost his headset.
That's a lie. It was about 2/10 of a minute.
But at the exact same time, it's not really the Streamstructor anymore. It's the Fraser and Arthur show.
It's the Fraser and Arthur show.
You do know this is Streamstructor 13, so it's kind of living up to its reputation of the number, but there we are.
That's true. Yeah. So welcome to the hilarity that is the show.
Yes.
Everybody.
I'm trying to be very festive, Robert, to be fair. My spirit isn't really festive after the technical issues in the first hour, but...
Oh, boo, Scrooge.
I work in retail. How do you think I feel? My Tesco's now has Tesco FM, who plays music to their analyze system now. Oh. First shift back. Within 1 hour, I was Whamageddon.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep. I think retailers should be excluded from this game, to be honest. A number of times I've heard that bloody song in the timeline now.
Hey, at least I'd rather supermarket than
But so...
Yeah, I know it's just slowed down again.
Yeah, I can see. It's fine. Where were we? Yes. I got Whamageddon within 1 hour of going back to work within December.
I'm still in it.
How are you still in it?
I don't know.
Did you not get your free £5 gift card from Amazon?
I love that time Richard Young got knocked out by his own wife 2 years in a row.
Thank you, Amazon Music.
She did that on purpose.
Oh, aye.
Of course you did.
I would divorce her after that.
Lynn, what were you trying to write there? It says message retracted.
She wrote something like, I'm still in Whamageddon or something.
You're still in Whamageddon. Right, okay.
Last Christmas and gave you
The
my...
original.
That doesn't
I know,
count, mate. It has to be
I
the
know.
actual song. It can't be a cover. It has to be the actual song.
Which means I can't watch that movie till after the 25th of December.
It's not worth it anyway, to be fair. The only good
That's
thing
a
in it is
good
Amelia
movie.
Clark. And that's a
good
stretch.
movie. It's a sweet movie. You, sir, are soulless.
Well, I am. I like Amelia Clark and nothing else. That is soulless, but there we are.
You are really being Ebenezer today.
Am I?
Yeah, you're a bit Scroogey.
Bah,
don't-
humbug.
I don't know why I've been that Scroogey.
No, I don't know why. What's bothering you? Right, this is a safe space. No one else is listening. What's up with you?
What's up with me?
Yeah, what's wrong?
Well, apart from pouring juice on my laptop on Friday, the fact
Mhm.
that that doesn't
Carry
help.
on. Yeah, well, okay. Well, it happened. It's not the end of the world. So what's bothering you?
I think it's more the case of my technology isn't working tonight, and it just annoys me because it's every time it's like I'm a head case. But I keep
Yeah, but
going.
you can solve that though.
I know I can solve that, but
It's not an unsolvable problem.
it is an unsolvable problem. But unfortunately, Christmas is being spent on other things, and I actually need a proper gaming chair for work because I'm sitting on a fold-up chair and my back's starting to feel the effects of it.
That'll be uncomfortable.
So
Tesco.
there are other priorities. I'm not going to Tesco for a gaming chair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say, I'd rather go to Asda.
Arthur can get you discount.
We don't acknowledge that comment or statement at all, Tesco. I did not endorse people saying that. I am not
Tesco's-
liable for their words.
Other supermarkets are available, ladies and gentlemen.
Tesco's not watching, and yes, you're right. There are other shops available.
I mean,
Yes.
Waitrose does a brilliant selection of gaming chairs. I've no friggin' idea if they do or not. I'm just trying to be funny.
Waitrose is mostly a food store anyway. In all serious, Tesco are currently stocking just a basic gaming chair.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
They've got the Tesco basics have now gone to gaming chairs. So how long does it take before it breaks under your weight?
Well, it doesn't have a stand. It actually just sits on the floor.
Right. Friends with benefits,
that?
Arthur. What? Oh, right. You're talking about the Tesco discounts. Right. Sorry.
No,
I thought
no. He's talking about some sweet loving.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I'm not the gaming chair.
Yeah, and I know what you're going to do in that gaming chair, you
Oh
filthy
my
beast.
lord.
Especially if it's on the floor. Good position, mate.
You could get some real traction with that, good grip.
Yeah, it rocks back and forth. So
When the gaming chair's rocking, don't come knocking, because I will be knocking till done.
Just make sure you get your WD-40 out first before you start rocking. You don't want the squeaks.
Just don't use that. Just don't use that on the person. They don't appreciate that. I may have made that mistake once before. I'm like, you're a bit squeaky. Let's
Let's see if we can use some lubricant.
I hope she's not listening.
It's when you said being a bit squeaky. My thought turned around to saying, well, you didn't have the duct tape, so you thought WD-40 would make a difference.
I hope she's not listening. You're never being if it goes well, you're never being introduced.
Strike that. Once this becomes an archive log, I'll send it.
It's fine. She's not on social media. I have nothing to worry about.
Okay then.
Well, she can't be on
Tell
social
that
media
guy
with
that's
children.
tell that to the former hacker.
You're never going to find her. Damn it! Her name's on that picture I sent you.
I know it is.
I know where you
Be
live, says
nice.
Arthur. Yeah.
Be nice.
I won't do it. You know that. I'm just
Good
waiting.
boy.
Plus, all my freaking software's out of date. It'd be hard.
Good to know.
I haven't had to hack in a long time.
I apologise. I'm very tired.
Your software may be out of date, but you just need to go to Schemes and you'll be able to get it no problem anyway, so...
And you can do that in your new basic gaming chair from Tesco's. $9.99.
Tesco's don't do these weird prices like that. We tend to be on like the pounds and the pences. We don't do like 98 pence and 99 pence and 45 pence. And it's like £3.50, £3, £2.50.
Tesco's is weird, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, carry on, Barry. Sorry.
This is what happens. Talking to friends with benefits, I don't have to talk for 5 minutes. It's brilliant. But there we are. Speaking of Christmas, you're talking about Christmassy things. I'll bring the running order up since obviously Christmas. The next bit is me arguing myself. Not the same hat. This is more recent, but yeah, with me arguing myself, a bit of split personality. So yeah, enjoy, guys. It's Christmas Day. It's been fabulous today. Everything's went well. The meal was lovely. The presents were lovely. I mean, the meal was just gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, for goodness sake. It's a rubbish day today. It's Christmas Day. I mean, the dinner was horrible. I mean, the turkey wasn't cooked properly. The tatties were burnt. The pasta and some sprouts weren't cooked properly. I mean, that's horrible. It's absolutely terrible. Not bad. I mean, the presents were okay. It was a good Christmas for that. Presents were good. Come on, the barely anything at all. More token presents. Could have bought any of the stuff during the rest of the year. Yeah, but it was a family occasion. I mean, my sister came out with a boyfriend for the first time this year. I mean, surely that's good. Surely that's brilliant. Yeah. My sister's boyfriend sitting in the middle of the lounge at the moment, singing away to himself because he's had too much of the old Spec 10. I mean, come on. It's not that good at Christmas. I'm just glad tomorrow's Boxing Day. Oh, you're such a spoiled sport. Bloody Scrooge. Come on, cheer up. Please. Well, there we are. Short, sweet, and horrible, but there we are. Not much you can do about it, but this is the bit where I actually get to talk. So 5, 4.
We're back.
Yeah.
No, you carry on. You pretend we're not here. We're messaging each other anyway.
That's what you're supposed to do. Sorry, I'm eating white chocolate here at the moment. I'm a bit hungry, so.
So here's a story for you. We won't put a date on this, but I once went on a date with a woman, and she said to me, "I'm going to make a cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea?" This is a little preview for our upcoming What the Fuckery podcast. And we were like making a cup of tea. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, you take sugar in, and so she kept going, "No, your tea will be fine now. Give it a go." And I'm like, "No, I'll give it a couple of minutes," because I could feel it wasn't ready. She kept going, "No, take the tea." And I was like, "Oh my God, she's poisoned my tea." So I eventually started drinking the tea, and I was like, "Oh, she's not stirred it right. I can't taste the sugar. It must all be at the bottom." And then she had a really smug look in her face. And I was like, "Right, what is it?" And she goes, "Didn't put any sugar in that." I was like, "I beg your pardon?" She didn't put any sugar in it. I said, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?" And she was like, "Well, you're not the first and you won't be the last." I was like, "How manipulative and controlling is that?"
Oh my lord.
She went, "You're not the first and you won't be the last."
It's horrible. But yeah, and as Robert's just said in the comments, story time with Fraser. It continues. But there we are.
But no, that's almost as bad as her telling you that she didn't use a tea bag. What's tea without sugar? Well, technically, I don't drink tea with sugar, but I do dump chocolate biscuits in it.
She just handed me water with milk in it.
Yes, this is full fat, partly diluted, semi-skimmed with water. Enjoy.
I was mortified, and my mate Lindsay said that's how it starts. Like she makes you your tea with no sugar in it, and the next time she'll be laying out your clothes in the bed for you to wear.
Yep, making sure that hemline isn't too high and the hair's parted the right way.
Oh, parted to the left. But anyway, that's the that was a horrible dating story. To hear more of my hilarious dating stories with Lindsay, please check out the What the Fuck Are You podcast coming soon to a channel near you.
The only thing I'm thinking about that story is, see if it wasn't any tea bag in there. I was wondering if... Yeah, we're talking absolute bollocks as we usually do, so that's fine.
Not putting my testicles in hot water. Are you kidding?
Well, that's what we did in the bath.
Your
How
pardon?
hot's your water, mate?
I normally make mine like warm enough to turn my skin red.
Even a lobster would go, oh no, too hot.
Anyway.
I mean, Arthur, that's a point. You've got a few dating stories, so I'm going to get you on the podcast.
Not dating stories per se, but encounters, should we say? Yes.
Yeah, well, I think the world needs, and it's all anonymous. We don't give our names away, and
Aye.
we don't name the people. But
Yeah.
we need to hear your story about that woman.
Oh God, if you aye.
Yeah,
That one's too long to tell in a
Oh, yeah, we're not
Streamstructor.
we're not doing it now. We'll save it for the podcast. So that's what the fuckery.
Aye. So, yeah.
Robert says, "I love it." No, I don't love it. The woman lied to me. She was a sociopath.
No, he's talking about my split personality, I think.
Oh, well, we'll
Maybe.
find out in a second.
We'll find out, yeah. One of the two.
Was it A, split personality, or was it B, Fraser's crazy tea lady? But your answer's in a postcard. Send it to Streamstructor at ITV, Queen Margaret Drive, Glasgow, G51 7NP.
It's not quite
And
the
that's
postcode.
what
That's somebody in
revealed
Govan you just
it.
given the postcode for, but there we are. I don't have any dating stories to give you guys because I haven't been on a date for 10 years.
Yeah, but what happened in it?
She said, hi, how you doing? I said, hi, how you
Mhm.
doing? She said, right, I need to go.
What?
Way of putting it.
Right.
Somebody got catfished recently.
It was Arthur.
No, I wasn't talking about Arthur. That's not very nice, Fraser.
That's what I do, Fraser. I don't get caught by them. I'm the one catching them.
Is that you using
Sorry,
those
please
pictures where you did for FaceApp about 6 months ago on your profile?
Oh God.
Sorry, please continue.
So basically, it was a WhatsApp conversation ended up happening between these two people. I'm not going to name names as what happened in regards to saying them. I will tell the story briefly, but basically, this person who was speaking to decided that they've got money issues and they asked for Amazon gift card voucher codes of certain amounts.
No.
Yep. They tried to play it cool by saying, I'll give them a 10, I'll give them 20 quid. Can afford that. They then get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning. We don't answer it because obviously they're going, what the hell's happening? I'll turn it off. And then a barrage of messages. Apparently this girl had been travelling up from London back to Glasgow, where she lives, apparently. And she was got to Carlisle, and she hadn't been wearing a mask, and apparently the police got her.
Oh, so it's recent.
Yes, it's about 3 months ago.
Jesus.
Apparently the girl has been saying that she was in the police station, and she needs to pay a fine straight away of 250 quid. Can you wire the money? Because she's got no money.
Bloody hell.
He ran, obviously, because the last thing he wants to do is put 250 quid out.
Of course.
And he's managed to avoid her ever since, but he had a lucky escape.
My God.
So
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. The police don't need an immediate payment on those fines.
yeah, it
No.
was a bit suspicious when I heard about
Yeah,
it as well.
that's the suspicion.
And he's
Being in the retail, we've had the police in and we've asked them a couple of times about it.
Mhm.
The fine is given and then it's to be paid at the station at a later point.
Yeah. But this person apparently was in the police station in Carlisle. It was a proper address because he gave me Shreen's address, and it's kind of like, well, I'm not paying 250 quid, quite right. And it is very suspicious, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, a frightening story, and it's made me think I'm not going on dating apps. You get that sort of stuff.
Jesus.
I mean that stuff's never happened to me.
Mhm.
No, me neither.
I need more context about this. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, I have to go.
Yeah.
Where did you meet this person?
Well, basically, it was when I was doing the podcast stuff and I was dating, and I met somebody on Match.com, and it was a meeting in Cumbernauld. And we went for a meal at the Beefeater, had a meal, had a chat. No, I didn't say I like your breasts, I like your bum afterwards. You know, I didn't go that far, but usual kiss, bye bye, and then afterwards the major thing turned around saying, "Don't want to see you anymore. Thanks anyway. It was a nice night," and that was it.
Well, at least she was honest and didn't just ghost you,
Yeah.
which is becoming more and more common as time goes.
Ooh.
I'm going to get my phone actually. Say, man. What was that?
That sounds like music. Hingy. Sorry. Barry's.
What's going on?
It looks like the stream is currently having technical difficulties.
Cause it...
Laptop's overheated, if I'm being honest.
Did you hear a bang?
Yeah, well, I did hear a big fan trying to push it. And you hear us. But he cannot hear us.
I can hear you now, so if you're about to badmouth me, that's not going to work.
and then he said to the girl, "Honka honka," and no wonder she left.
The Fraser after show is back with some issues. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can get something set up where they can log into the stream and just talk like rubbish next time. Might be easier.
Oh, quiet you.
Oh dear.
Someone's jealous of our popularity, Harper.
I
We
really
can't help
do
we've
need to
outgrown
get a
this
proper
show.
headset. My work one. My work one's causing problems at the moment. Sorry, what was that you said, Fraser? I didn't catch
I
that.
said we can't help that we've outgrown. Oh,
How much are laptops nowadays? About £299 or something?
yeah, they're not that expensive.
That's fine, but I'm using video software. It needs a decent graphics card. I don't know if the technology's just gone on and I've got something that's out of date now. Whether a basic laptop will allow me to stream like this, I don't know. I mean, the graphics card. I generally think it's graphics card related as much as anything else, as well as the processor, because I've been playing City Skylines recently, and occasionally it will go into sleep mode. You know, when it gets a bit too overworked. What's been happening more recently? 2 minutes, sleep mode. 2 minutes, sleep mode.
Oof.
That's sounding like a thermal issue, yeah. So the graphics card of the CPU is being throttled too much, and the BIOS safe measures are kicking in and putting it into sleep mode to try and cool it down.
I think I need to open up the.
It's like a fan tray you can get for them as well.
Fan
USB
tray.
Fan tray. Yeah, literally plugs into a USB port, has like 2 fans on it, and pushes more air through the system.
Right, and what does that sit underneath a laptop or something?
Yeah, laptop just sits on top of it like a. No, I'm trying to think of what it is. You ever seen that pillow by JML to set tablets and stuff on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing, but it's more laptop based, so it's a lot slimmer. And it's got 2 fans underneath it.
I'll try the compressed air method first and see if that makes a difference. Because that'll be cheaper. And see if that works. That's probably what it is. It's overheating because obviously it's just got dust in it. It's actually sitting with air coming into it from the bottom because it overheats massively if it's on my lap. So, but it's still not making too much of a difference. So yeah, might be a bit of technical support going on here in the next couple of weeks to get things sorted.
Aye. Not the best. There's like freaking 300 screws on the bottom of them now, isn't there?
Yeah. Fortunately, I have Torx drivers, so I don't need to worry about all the different types of screw heads.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm easy enough to do that, and so I can get into it. So that's not the issue. But before I break into it, I want to let the warranty lapse, if you know what I'm talking about, just in case.
Yeah, you are coming and going a wee bit at the moment.
Yeah. That's just my mode. That's just my MO at the moment, Fraser. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a clean inside lane. I do agree. I think it's just a dusting. If I can get the dusting, that will cool down the CPU fan and the graphics fan, and it should be okay.
won't have to work as hard to try and.
Boom.
You
I
don't
don't
want
think
to.
a hard reset would work. I think well, I could try it. I don't think a
No,
hard
no.
seed reset would really work.
I mean, before you open it,
Mhm.
you don't want to go in there and there's still residual current, residual charge in the circuits,
Mhm.
and then crack the bottom open and then blow the air through.
Yeah. I mean, I know where the fans are, and I can see where the fans are, and they are probably accessible once I take the bottom off. I don't need to actually go into taking the whole blooming thing off. Although the way this works, it's molded into the top, so I might have to expose it a little
Right.
bit. So, we'll see. I'm not looking forward to it.
Well, you'll figure it out. We're always on Facebook or Skype if you need us. It's not my fault. My last job was tech support.
Ooh la di da.
Didn't pay much. Tech support. It's like, how do you do this? How do you do that? My tablet isn't turning on. Have you charged it lately? Come back 10 minutes later. There's no base for this kettle. You take it out, and they say, see, no base in the box. Then you point them to the sticker on the top with the bold red lettering that says, the base for this product is located inside the kettle. And then, just to shove it in their face, you actually open up and take the base out of the kettle. Like, here's the base. And they're like, oh, I didn't see that. Big, bold red letters on the top of the kettle, and you still couldn't see it.
Sounds about right.
So moving on to the Caves of Androzani.
Yes. The Doctor Who review now.
Yes, Doctor Who review time. Thank you. Was it getting that boring? Was it, Fraser, that you weren't talking?
IT Crowd on Channel 4.
I hear some clunkers when it comes to video stuff, but when it comes to energy stuff, where I work, but he's got a tiff now. I better give him 5 minutes to calm down before we carry on. He literally has gone silent. This is weird.
He hasn't been this silent since the day he was born.
He hasn't been this silent on the live stream since he was last not on the live stream, which was in September when he was filming Origins.
True point.
Okay, we'll play Androzani just now, and then we'll come back with a bit more of the hilarity that we usually do to finish off. They tell a different story. Hello everybody and welcome to a substance called Spectrox. Production of the drug is controlled by Sharaj Jek, a facial to liberate the drug. His weaponry is being supplied by gunrunners, secretly employed by Morgus, who receives payment from Jek in refined Spectrox. This gives Morgus a monopoly of the drug on Major. Jek must escape after learning that they have contracted Spectrox toxemia, a fatal condition to which there is only one antidote, the milk from a queen bat. She recovers, but the Doctor has to regenerate to save his own life. Now this story is held in high regard in Doctor Who circles, and quite rightly too. It's certainly a change to what we've had in the previous few stories and the way Doctor Who was made at the time. Top notch, but it's Robert Holmes. I don't expect anything different, to be fair, from most of his scripts. It is the last great script that he wrote. The next two he wrote aren't his best. And I'll be honest with that. He has been said on camera that he wishes that Androzani was what he was getting from his second series, because his first series was okay in his eyes. But Davison plays the role well, plays the hero. There is only one thing with him, and it's to save Perry, make sure he gets the cure, and all the other things that happen in between are just inconveniences to him. And the heroicism of this Doctor at this stage just shows how good a character the Fifth Doctor could have been if he had that role a bit more. I mean, I love the Fifth Doctor anyway. I'm not saying he's a rubbish character. He is one of my favourite Doctors, as you probably see from the list up there, my favourite Doctors in 2018 that I did. He's always a young, dashing hero, maybe slightly uncertain himself, but this one he shows there is the steel there that the other Doctors had before him, and it's just a shame it is the last story. Shame as well, it's the only story where he works with Perry on a proper basis. I think the two of them getting steadily more ill with the spectral toxemia, and Nicola Bryant does play it well. She always seems to play distress quite well when she does. When she is playing serious parts to the role, she does play it with great aplomb, and she is a good actress. the way she plays an ill person when she's getting steadily worse is really good as well. I do like the way that she's done. One little point I did like is the fact that obviously there is that kind of delirium there at one point, because the doctor uses his celery stick to try and help her. He does explain how it works for him, but tried to stimulate her and get her awake. She wakes up a minute, she says, "Hello, doctor," and then she says, "Goodbye, doctor," because she's fading, basically. It's really quite cool to see that. The two main characters are great, but they are sidelined. And John Normington's Morbus. I don't know if there's a Huntington in my thing there. John Normington's Morbus. Now, these two are probably the key parts of the story. They are the drivers of the story. Stotts, as I said already, Morgus, not Morbus. I said Morbus there. I know Morgus. Run by that, and you've got General Martin Cochrane playing General Chelak as well. But the two interplay between Gable and Morgus is shown on screen with some of the camera work as well. Gable's more of an unhinged character. Obviously, he's been hurt very badly from Morgus, because it's Morgus that effectively threw him into a mud flow in the caves. On Androzani Minor, and disfigured him till that's why he's wearing the mask in the story. And Morgus is a very controlled, villainous corporate type, very self-interested in what he wants, and he's very selfish in his gains and aims, and you can see that in the story. You can see that in the way the whole thing works. And then you've got, as I say, the other main guest characters. You've got Robert Glenister, plays Salatine. The real Salatine is imprisoned with Jack. The android one's out there on the field, so it's been really interesting seeing him playing two different versions. You've got the more lighter tone, and then you've got the more robotic tone. And Glenister, when I was hustle in the noughties. You've then got Maurice Rose, who plays Stotts, and what a brilliant sadistic character. I mean, the classic series has one of the best scenes in the story, showing his ruthlessness. And one of his underlings basically wants to get more Spectrots, because they failed getting the Spectrots they were told to get through the guns, because they lost the weapons. And there's a scene where Stotts' companion, his team, and forces him to the edge of a cliff and gets him to try and bite it down. And that kind of, the tension in that scene, the way it's filmed, and I'll come back to that in a minute, shows the character of Stotts and how ruthless he can be. And it's shown later on, because Stotts will then buy Jack by putting, Mogus's head goes in, I think it's a machine for refining Spectrox, I believe, and Morgus gets his head kicked and then dies, and then as soon as Jack's finished, he gets shot by Stotts at the door, and then Stotts gets shot by the android and it's interesting seeing that. And then you've got, obviously, Chelak, played by Cochrane. Okay character. He's there as a general. He's there as the foil general, military type. Obviously, in this stage with Doctor Who, military types are seen with a little bit more disdain at times. Harper, this is his first directorial debut in Doctor Who. He is the only director from Classic Who that went on to direct in New Who, Modern Who. And this is his first official outing. He did get involved with other filming things for other stories earlier, and the single camera work was fantastic. It really gives the scene, it really gives an air of pace at times, because it was very multi-camera at that point. Still was, from what's it, kind of cupboard thing around the floor. You've got the hand of Jack coming up near the end, and then you've got him panning up to the monitors that show all the androids and all the arsenic scene effectively, with Stotts and his underling. That's another version of the single camera. There's a lot of action there. He utilises the filming with single camera a lot better than he does in the studio. He didn't have much time in the studio. He did manage to get one block, I think, in single camera, and he fell so behind he had to be forced to do multi-camera. But even with the multi-camera, he has still managed to get shots you wouldn't necessarily see. There's quite a few low down shots at times with some of the stuff that's happening. When you do have
scenes with Perry not being very well on the table and the Doctor coming in with Jack and everything. Impressive feel to it. There is a bit of camera work, and very clever camera work with the screen that happens, communication screen in Morgus's office, especially when Chelik comes up. You get one view from back of Morgus's head. Clever way of doing it, and I do like the camera work and the technique, and it's very modern in some of its feel, and that's why it would stand up now to watch for somebody who's used to New Who and the way the techniques are. There's Saywood, the script editor, had coaxed him back to write the story, and as always, Robert Holmes is very good at doing not just the main characters, although they are more sidelined here, but also having Morgus giving an aside to camera like it's a theatre performance about his thoughts and feelings about what's happening in front of him. And that's really interesting, seeing that sort of theatrical look on the screen at that time. There's lots of elements here that I can't really go into without justifying a 20, 30 and discuss. And it's one of these stories I want to get in camera with somebody else and discuss in a bit more depth, because it's really such a fascinating story with discussion and everything else. And the music is complemented by Roger Lim's score. Now, I'm not a great fan of Lim's stuff because it's very, very, very synth, and it's very heavy synth, and it's very 80s in that respect. But Lim uses it to punctuate stuff. It's like a background in this style. There's not big musical pieces like he has in Arc and Infinity, or I think it's Frontiers he does as well. And this one, he has effectively done it as a kind of ambient sound in the background. There's a constant drone going on near the end as things start getting worse for the Doctor and the companions, and this drone starts building up at the end. That's constantly there. This kind of monk's chant drone that goes on that builds up the tension to the end, and it's just fabulous music. It's just a fabulous story. There's going to be one that's a bit thingy. Some of the production stuff is good for the time, but you can see it's glass plates to shot stuff. I mean, the story itself, I think, probably could have been a little bit tighter, but it's still, for 4 episodes, is brilliant. I mean, each episode has a decent cliffhanger. The first one is the shots, the Doctor and Perry getting shot. The second one is the lava monster creeping up on the Doctor. That's maybe not so much of a good one. And then the third one is the famous scene where the Doctor's trying to get back to Minor on the spaceship and is trying to do manual control. There is weakness, and no classic Doctor Who story is completely perfect, but this definitely shows why it is one of the most popular stories of the classic era. It's just a fantastic and fascinating thing that we've got with this story, and it's disappointing in one respect, because it so shows how good a character the Fifth Doctor could have been if he had those elements and that kind of jeopardy more. He was a very reactive Doctor. I enjoyed the character, but a very reactive Doctor, and just this little level that came up on the last story, it would have shown so much more to the Fifth Doctor, and it probably would have put him higher in most people's things as well if they'd seen that. But overall, and I really do recommend you do see it, because if you have to see Classic Who, this is one of the ones I would definitely recommend watching. Overall, TARDIS is out of 5. I was going to put 4.5, but after talking about it, even though Happy's Patrol is very difficult there, whether I was going to do 5 or 4.5, but I'm going to do 4.5 out of 5 for the story. And yeah, I would recommend, seriously, if you get a chance, to watch it, because it's a brilliant, brilliant story. The hashtag teamstructor if you do share it, just so we can promote it all. Check out all the social media links as always. Comment down below what your thoughts are of Caves Androzani. Tell me what your thoughts are.
So I'm doing well. Trying to beat Gizmo out of the system, as you can probably tell. Oh, and then we get a call. Right, okay. Hear you now. Say that again.
Your stream is all
I
over
know
the
it
place
is.
tonight.
I've actually bought some compressed air cans on Amazon while I was watching that.
Nice.
I need to do something, and I think it's fan related. It has to be, because it's just really warm under here. It must be overheating. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will extend the life of the laptop for another year, 2. On the stream.
No,
I don't know if you're still here. Please respond if you are. Or not.
Jamie. Probably got fed up with the stuttering.
Well, that's from me normally, though. To be fair,
Oh, it's not showing me that he was here.
he's in the chat. He was in the chat.
I was.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
He was in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat because my
No. I just checked the participants. He's
away.
away now.
No, he left us.
Oh well, never mind. Oh well, it was nice to speak to Jamie, however briefly. One of these days he'll be on this, but I'm not going to do it until the technology's a little bit better. I can cope with you guys, but I think you.
Does.
Yeah, it's exactly what he's done here on this whole conversation. Bugger this. There we are. Oh dear. To be fair, to have 2 hours of this today legally. And I say legally because nobody's going to keep to that unless you're absolutely keeping to the rules, which fortunately I will be, because I can't be bothered seeing people that do. No, it's not that at all. Same time, but apart from that, that's really all we're doing. We're trying to keep we'll keep it to zooming in elsewhere. However, hopefully the new year brings better tidings. Coming up this month, we have a trip to Doon Castle, and I've got my coconuts out. You were talking about Monty Python reference earlier on. Of course, that's where the Holy Grail was filmed. So, and that's the one I wasn't quite sure whether I was actually going to release that or my other recording I did that day in September of Dunblane Cathedral. But I've decided Doom was enough, and I've justified it enough on the day, so I put it up. So that's the next one, next Sunday later. Your Kidstructor I did with you a couple of months ago now will be up between Christmas and New Year. So hopefully you guys can join us for that. And then there is going to be a Kidstructor month in January, I've decided. So once this live stream is out the way, Kidstructor live stream out the way, and the vlog, it will be Kidstructor stuff. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I was away for a bit. All I heard was I got my coconuts out.
James back.
Oh dear. Right, okay.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm being slow. Last time I heard Jamie mention coconuts, he was drunk in a bar in Cardiff.
Well, that was a long time ago, but for most people now.
Fraser, I don't know where. Fraser, I can't. There's no taxi. God, it's not very good, Jamie. But where are you? I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't. The thing is, if Jamie had walked off and walked home in Cardiff, he'd still be walking now. I'd like to speak to, come to the party late. It must be the time I do it.
Maybe you need to push it to 8.
To push it to 8, but we do 2 hours as it is. That means it's 10 o'clock. So I'm waking up people upstairs.
Well, that's fine.
No. They're a lot quieter and they're a lot quieter than the ones before. At least we don't have a kid jumping up and down now. We just have a 20-something-year-old when he takes a post-teen tantrum. But apart from that, hey, what can you do? But
I wonder if he's listening to this or just responding to the chat.
Well, he's not. Well, Jamie isn't my neighbour the last time I looked.
Yes,
Very
that's
true.
true.
I think I will leave it there because everything's just starting to slow down a little bit.
Die on
literally. But yeah, it's nice to have everybody joining in today. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jamie, for joining in the conversation. The chat's been quite good today. It's kept everything going and kept the pace and tone going when we've had technicals. I will listen in about an hour into the live stream to find out what the hell you guys were talking about.
Nah, you don't need to do that. Just put it up as it.
But yeah, thank you, Robert. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Arthur.
Indeed,
Thank you, Fraser.
No worries. Always a chore.
Yeah,
never
I know,
a pleasure.
it's always the way, isn't it? But yeah. But apart from that, thanks guys for watching as always. Hopefully next month we have a slightly better working laptop once I've got some canned air into it. and a slightly better brain cell to actually do the live stream with. I think I've been a bit all over the place tonight, so thank you for keeping me on track, or trying not to, one of the two. But yeah, thanks guys as always. We'll see you next time, and also share the video, although I don't know why you want to for this one. Next month, the live stream, which will be the 3rd of January, is the next planned one. So hopefully. It's looking like it's gone freaking like treacle this